Today we are discussing most important PYQ series for the CSIR Net Life Sciences exam. In this class we discuss 60 to 70 questions in 1000 PYQ series. Okay, let's get started. Here is the first question for you. Grassland plots with varying number of grass species were cultivated for 10 years. At the end of the experiment, total plant cover was measured. Soil nitrogen was also measured to assess its utilization by plants. The relationships are shown in the following plots. Okay, this is the question. And here you can see this is two graphs are shown here. First graph, number of grass species in x-axis and total plant cover in the y-axis. Okay, here number of grass species increased and total plant cover is also increased one by one. And the number of, in the second graph, number of grass species and nitrogen in the soil are also depicted in the y-axis. Okay, you can see which the question is, which one of the following inference can be drawn from the above experiment? First option, grasses in the plots with lower species richness enriched the soil nitrogen, thereby increasing the plant cover. How it's possible? It's not possible in this case. Grasses in plots with lower species richness enriched the soil nitrogen, thereby increasing the plant cover. There is no matching for these graphs. Okay, and it is not possible to. Plots with greater species richness showed greatest. You can see the third option. Plots with greater species richness utilized nitrogen more efficiently. It is correct. Greater species richness utilized nitrogen more efficiently is correct, but would not show increased net primary production. It is not possible. When it uses more nitrogen efficiently, net primary production also increased. It is not possible. It not show increased net primary production is the false statement. So 3 is also false. And fourth, no correlation can be drawn between species richness. It is definitely a false statement. So second one is the correct answer. Plots with the greater species richness showed greater stability and more efficient soil nitrogen utilization. 2 is the correct answer. Look at this picture clearly. Plots with greater species richness showed greater stability, and you can see in the second graph, number of grass species are increased and nitrogen utilization also increased. So the soil nitrogen becomes slower and slower by the utilization of the grasses. The amount of nitrogen becomes very low for the species. Okay, when species increases and nitrogen consumption is also increased, so nitrogen becomes lower and lower in this case. Okay, and so the second statement is very correct. So you can take the second option. Okay, next question. What is the significance of upwelling zone for marine ecosystem? It is responsible for uniformity. First option, it is responsible for the uniformity of temperature in ocean to support the marine life. It brings nutrients from deeper zones to relatively nutrient poor ocean surface, thus increasing marine productivity. It is responsible for uniform oxygenation of marine waters, thus increasing the marine productivity. It helps in the circulating decomposers from the bottom of the ocean to surface for proper decomposition of dead material on the surface. These are the options. Upwelling zone for the marine ecosystem. What is the significance of upwelling zone is the options are seen here. Is the correct answer is it brings nutrients from the upwelling zone brings nutrients from the deeper zones to the relatively nutrient poor ocean surface, thus increasing marine productivity. Due to this zone and upwelling zone and the wind, due to the action of wind, also it brings the nutrients from deeper zones to the relatively nutrient poor ocean surface, thus increasing the marine productivity. Marine productivity increased due to the upwelling zone. That is the significance of upwelling zone. It increased the productivity of marine or nutrient. It transfer the nutrients from the deeper zones to relatively nutrient poor ocean surface and increasing the marine productivity. That is the significance of upwelling zone. It transfers the nutrients from deeper to the relatively poor ocean surface. Okay, that's the role of upwelling zone. Complete the following next question. The next question is, complete the following sentence with most appropriate option. Global analysis of large number of plant species traits showed that with increase in leaf lifespan. With increase in leaf lifespan. How to increase the leaf's lifespan? These are the options. Specific leaf area increases whereas leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate decreases. Specific leaf area, leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate increases. Third one is specific leaf area, leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate decreases. Specific leaf area decreases whereas leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate increases. When leaf area increases whereas leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate decreases. Specific leaf area increase in leaf lifespan. The leaf specific area, leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate decreases. We know that when the leaf lifespan increases, its what will happens? Its leaf area will decreases. We observe that. We know that. Okay. When we see the plant, its leaf when starting its leaf life area is lesser, and in the intermediate stage leaf area is very increased, and at last when the final stage of leaf, the leaf area becomes very less. Okay, we observe that many cases in plants. So leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis rate, we know that after the senescent stage or senescent stage, the leaf becomes, photosynthesis rate becomes very decreased. So the third option is the correct one. The leaf specific area, leaf nitrogen and net photosynthesis is rate decreases. So third one is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Following table shows attributes of selected species A, B, C and D. Dispersal ability high, low, high. B. Here you can see these are the species cases, and dispersal ability are selected, predominant reproduction mode, competitive ability are seen here. Based on the above information, which one of the following is most likely to become invasive if climate matches between its site of origin and site of colonization? What's the answer? An invasive species, a plant to the new environment, or it is an endemic species or invasive species, what will happens? Its dispersal ability must be very high. Okay, invasive dispersal ability, because it want to be reproduced more, because it wants to be survived in this new environment or new climatic area. Okay, so their dispersal ability must be very high. That's one case. And they are become R selected. They are also R selected. They may be R selected. They must be R selected because they are and predominant reproduction mode, asexual. Asexual, it is very clear. Asexual is not sexual in this case of the invasive species. It is advanced case. Advanced case is sexual reproduction takes place in this case of a plant species. Is most of the case it is asexual for an invasive species, and it won't be more a number of offsprings are there. Okay, that's why it is are selected to more number of offsprings, and in one case more number of offsprings are in the case of are selected, and competitive ability is too high, it is not low. Okay, so which one is the correct answer? In the case of B species, low dispersal ability, it is not in this case of the invasive species, and competitive ability is high in this case of C, and high dispersal ability, but R selected is no. R selected, it must be R selected, then only the answer is true. So A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Species, second one is the correct answer for here. Okay, second one is the correct answer. Next question. Forest fragments in an agricultural landscape can be viewed as islands of habitat in an ocean of non-habitat. MacArthur and Wilson's island biogeography model can be used to predict patterns of species richness in these forest fragments, which are represented in the graph below. Fragment area, species richness in fragment. Okay, fragment area means species richness in fragment and fragment area. Okay, fragment area or the island area is increased, species richness also increased. Okay, that is one case. And the distance from the fragment main island, distance from the main island increases, the species richness also decreases. Species richness also decreases, distance from the main island is increases. So which are the correct one options? Here you can see species richness in fragment area. In the case of A is very correct. Okay, and in this case of B, here species richness increases but the fragment area decreases. Okay, so it is not correct. Fragment area is increases, then the species richness increases, in this case is correct. So A is the correct option, and there is A is correct one. And species richness in fragment, distance from the nearest fragment, distance from the fragment increases, the species richness becomes decreases. Okay, so the B is also correct. D is also correct one. So A and D is the correct answer. A and D is the correct one. Okay, understood. Then the next question. A species whose life history strategies allow for high intrinsic rates of increase R strategies. There is R strategies will also exhibit the following except high tolerance for both environmental. There is a mistake in this. R strategy. Okay. A species whose life history strategies allows for high intrinsic rates of increase will also exhibit the following except high tolerance for both environmental instability and low quality resources. Short period of exponential population growth, reproductive strategy that involves random mating, simulparity and little no parental investment. Our selected species have simulpares. Okay, no, there is no parental care is in this case of R selected one. So 3 statement is not a case, and see 3 statement is very correct one, but if there is asking the incorrect one or the exceptional case, high, first option, look at this first option, high tolerance for both environmental instability and low quality resources. Yes, it is the case of R selected one. Okay, R selected one, it is correct. And short period exponential population growth, it is also correct in this case of R selected. Simulparity and little parental care is correct, but the fourth option here is the correct one. Survivorship that shows density dependent mortality typically exhibiting type 1 or type 2 survivorship. Type 1 and type 2 not for the case of R selected. Okay, it is for R selected, it is type 3 survivorship is existed. R selected type 3 survivorship. So the correct answer is the fourth. It is the exceptional one for the R selected species. Okay, next question. Given below is ecological pyramid, tertiary consumer, and it is an inverted pyramid. Okay, the above pyramid represent pyramid of number of parasitic food chain and pyramid of biomass of pond ecosystem. And the options are given. Look at these options very clearly. Pose these questions and look at the options. Okay, which is the correct one? The pyramid of a number of parasitic. Yes, the parasitic food chain is the inverted one, and also the pyramid of biomass of pond ecosystem also an inverted graph shown. Inverted graph is shown for a pyramid of biomass of pond ecosystem. Remember, pyramid of biomass of pond ecosystem, pyramid of biomass pond ecosystem, and the parasitic food chain is also show the inverted pyramid here. Their producer have low amount and primary consumer is very large in number, and okay, that's in the case of the inverted pyramid. So first option is the correct one. Next question. 3 species M and O when grown independently in a laboratory showed typical logistic growth curves. However, when grown in pairs, the following growth curves were observed. Look at these graphs very clearly, and you can see first graph is like that, and a pyramid of growth curves is like that, and second number and time is plotted here. The options are given below. What the interpretation regarding the interspecific relationship between M and O can be deduced from the above observations? You can observe this picture. Okay, there is the correct answer here is the N and O possibly have prey-predator relationship is the correct answer, because you can see one is low, one is less, and there is a zigzag model. Okay, zigzag model, because the number of prey increases, and that time the predator must be decreases. Okay, prey increases, then predator also predator increases, prey decreases. That's the case of prey predator relationship. Okay, that's why it's like that. There is a the answer is 3. N and O possibly have prey predator relationship. You observe these graphs very carefully. You can you get the correct answer when look at the third options. Okay, N and O. Okay, N and O, there is a zigzag like model. Then next option, the national parks of India, the protected animals. We want to match these. Okay, thank you. That's all about today's problems. Thank you very much. If you have any help in this MCQ series, please subscribe and share and comment on the please subscribe and share these videos for your friends. Okay, thank you.